Hi, welcome back. I hope you're having a great week. This is Business Friday where we discuss business and sales skills. My name is Nidhi Vadhera. I am a sales coach, author, business consultant, and in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about your intro meeting with the customer and what to ask. This is the 6th episode of How to Sell Any Product or Service series. I hope you're watching all these videos regularly, and if you haven't, do take out time to watch the videos and quickly catch up with us. Also, if you are new to this channel, please spare a few minutes to check out our homepage. I post 2 new videos every week, one on Tuesday which is in Hindi about books and one on Friday which is in English about business and sales. So if you're interested in the knowledge of books and business, do subscribe to the channel and become a part of our community. And now let's get started with today's video. Last week we discussed that in the research stage, you identify who are the customers that you want to approach. Now let us assume that you finally got a meeting with this prospect and this is your first meeting. So when you go for this first meeting, I want you to have a few things clear in your mind. Firstly, please understand that there is a difference between open-ended and closed-ended questions. I'm sure you already have an idea, so I will quickly touch upon it. Open-ended questions are the questions that you ask for more information. Could you please tell me more about that requirement? That is an open-ended question. And closed-ended questions are the ones that can be answered in a yes, no, maybe. Now, the kind of questions that you ask your customers play a very important role in your first meeting. When you are in conversation with your customer and you want to gather information, keep in mind to use open-ended question. So what kind of product are you using right now? How are they helping you perform better? When you ask these kind of questions, the customer will have to give you full answers. And through those answers, you will be able to extract a lot of information. Instead of this, if you ask, which product are you using? They will tell you this or that. That's a closed-ended question. It does not prompt the customer to talk more, and hence you will not be able to get any further information from them. And it is very important to get as much information from the customer as possible before making a full presentation. And open-ended questions are a great way to know more and more about your customers and their current problems, their business. Tell me more about the product. Open-ended. What kind of results have you been getting by using that product? Open-ended. Since when have you been using it? Close-ended. Are you happy with the services? Close-ended. Now please don't get me wrong, okay? I'm not favoring either. Both open-ended and closed-ended questions, they are important. Like open-ended questions are very helpful in getting information, and closed-ended questions are good for getting a confirmation. Would you consider working with another vendor? Yes. Now that is a confirmation question which tells you that the customer is willing to consider another vendor. So you got the idea, right? But while you try to gather information from your customer, you have to ensure that it does not sound like an interrogation. It should not happen that you keep asking questions one after the other, and you never give any answer. Maybe you can ask 2-3 questions and then add some information from your side to keep it conversational. If you constantly ask questions, it will sound like an interview, like an interrogation. Your customer is not going to like it. So keep it conversational and let your customers do most of the talking. I read this interesting example in one of the blogs that I was recently reading. It said, imagine that you and your customer, you both are sitting across the table. There is a spotlight above your head and one above your customer's head. So 80% of the time, the spotlight should be on your customer's head. What a powerful and easy example to remember that the focus has to be on the customer. And while the customer talk about what they are currently using, what they are currently doing, keep listening for their problems. Because when you make a presentation to them at the 3rd stage, you will be in a position to answer some of the problems that they are facing with the existing vendor. So listen actively, ask open-ended questions, and try to gather as much information as you can. Get the information about their situation and their problems. Look for points where they are unhappy. See, the main reason why you have to listen for the problem is because you will take those problems and then you will use those problems to create an effective presentation and then present solution to your customers. So these are the points to keep in mind when you meet your customer for the first time. Ask open-ended questions for more information and listen actively for their problems. So this brings us to the end of today's episode. What I want you to do now is start preparing the list of questions that you're going to ask your customers. Write down some open-ended questions that you will use to gather information from the customer about their situation, about their problems. So go ahead, create the list down the questions, and prepare for an effective first meeting. If you like this video, don't forget to give me a thumbs up, share it with your family and friends, and do subscribe to the channel. Next week, I will discuss with you how to deliver an effective sales presentation. So don't forget to join me next Friday. Until then, love your numbers, work hard for your dreams, and remember, it is not going to work out till you start having fun. Happy selling.